You're gonna see me drinking whiskey once again. And it's very delicious. Welcome to my new video, everybody. In this video, we're gonna focus on the Kandao QooCam 8K once again. Many of my subscribers have commented on my video, complaining about the longest exposure time about QooCam 8K is only 1 second. But for me, even we only have 1 second as the longest shutter speed, we still capture the very best moment in the nightscape in the city, especially during the blue hour. When we're talking about the blue hour, it is the best moment just after sunset or the moment just before sunrise. And want to know more about it? Keep watching. My name is Guo. I'm a 360 photography maniac. And on my YouTube channel, you can learn a lot about 360 photography and master your one-shot 360 camera like never before. Now I'm in the front of this very beautiful hotel in Beijing. You can see that. Wow, it's just so beautiful. And I'm gonna take a 360 shot with my QooCam 8K, and I'm gonna show you everything as my settings, my viewpoint, and what I was thinking about is behind this shot. Now let me show you my setup and the viewpoint of my choice. And you can see from the live preview, it's really bright. And wow, this is insane. That is insane. And yeah, this is my camera. And I will show you capture with my cell phone, so you can see everything that is happening on my during my shot. And from the bottom, you can see that is a Bushman double counterweight mini tripod. This is a Bushman monolight. This is a Bushman cedar pole. I stick them together to have 3 meters height when they were fully extended. And yeah. This is just so beautiful. As you can see, this is pretty bright. Wow. Now I'm looking for a very interesting viewpoint. This place might not be the best choice, but I was looking for some other viewpoint to capture this blue hour with the QooCam 8K with blue band. Yeah, I want to have more detail on the ground. At the same time, retain more of the details all around the place, without any overexposed, without any underexposed. Oh yeah, I found a very good place. I think I'm gonna shot here. Let me show you why. Here in this place, let me show you. In 360 panorama, it's very important to have more point of interest all around the world. And with a straight line towards the hotel. And also we have this lines, its curves right into that place. We also have this one. So we are actually in the intersection of that beautiful place. And if we can take a viewpoint at high enough, you can see a lot of detail in this area. So we have lots of interest all around the place. And this is definitely the best choice to take that shot. Okay, now I'm going to set up. And this is my setup. This is my setup from this all the way up to the top. And next one, I'm gonna switch to my screen capture of my Android phone, so that you can see everything that's happening on my camera. Now we are in the shot, and yeah, because the sun is really light, the light is really dark, we have to use the longest shutter speed of QooCam 8K, which is 1 second. As you can see, even with 1 second, the shot is still not bright enough, so we have to pull up this ISO a little bit to 200, maybe 400. No, 400 we have overexposed, so we will leave at 200. Next up, we will try to hide somewhere between this shot. And you can look downward, you can see this as a very interesting light point of view, right? And yeah, now let's hide somewhere in this place, like this. Yeah, jump that. Now we are totally invisible in the shot. Then take a DNG8 shot because it's a little bit windy now. I will not take express DNG8. And from the light preview, I think there are some overexposed, some highlight area like this. So maybe I should shot as ISO 100 and let take another DNG8. Because I use internal storage, the shooting is really fast. And to capture the best possible quality, I will shot 2 sets of DNG8 and have 16 DNG shot to post. Right? Yes, another shot. And if you am still not sure about the overexposed highlight, I can take an extra shot specifically for the highlight. But we can see the result back in the live preview and see the result. What about that? Yeah, we do have a little bit overexposed. So we gonna take another shot, like maybe 8 seconds to bring back all the detail in the highlight. Okay, and that's done. The reason why I choose the desktop version Kandao Plus is because the file number limit is to 16 each stack, and with 16 DNG shot in a stack, I can have a much better quality compared with 8 shot in DNG shot within Kandao Plus. And as we have mentioned in our previous video, with 16 shot, our signal noise ratio will increase by a factor of the square root of 16, which is 4. So we have 4 times more detail in every one of the pixel. So compared with 8 shot, the capture in 16 shot in DNG will give you a much better quality compared with only 8 shot in DNG8. So I will also stack this one because this time I only take 8 shot in a sequence with DNG8. I will use the Kandao Plus where you auto import all the 8 files and set the first shot as a reference image and render that. And the desktop version render speed is just a little bit faster than the QooCam 8K in Kandao Plus because it depends on your hardware specification. Here I have a very powerful workstation, so the rendering speed should be a little bit faster, but it's almost the same. You can read the time code on my YouTube video so you can see exactly every stack the time consuming, right? So now I have 2 high quality 16-bit DNG shot, and this one was captured with 1 second exposure, and this one was captured with -3, which is 8 second exposure. You know that my trick, I always click on auto by the first step, and I try to bring back all the highlights. You can see there is still a little bit more overexposed in this area, right? You can see that in this area it's still a little bit of overexposed. So I will use that one to bring back more detail in this one. And the temperature, I don't think it is really accurate in night shot because in the blue hour shot it's really complicated to decide the precise white balance. So it's really important to shoot in RAW and post-process with the best settings in temperature. Burn down a little bit of the saturation because sometimes it's just a little bit boring to have too much oversaturated at the blue hour. I burn up a little bit texture and burn back more detail in the black. In the latest version of the camera raw, we can adjust the midtones, shadows, and highlight with a different color palette. So we can burn back more of that in the shadow areas with more color grading tools. And we can also burn more of the worm or this one. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. And you can toggle between the before and after. Okay, and we can sync all settings with the next one and with the next shot. What we want to do is only to burn back that a little bit detail in the overexposed areas. So we save as a JPEG file because the QooCam Studio now is only an 8-bit workflow. So saving as a JPEG will not ruin your shot. You don't have to worry about this imaging quality because we have generated such high imaging quality with from the 16-bit color depth DNG file. But now I have a 2 JPEG shot and open that in Photoshop and bring back that little bit overexposed areas with that 8 seconds exposure shot. You can skip this part if you don't care about that overexposed area. But for me, I do care every pixel of my image, including that viewpoint. You can see from this video that the viewpoint is really important. And this one I will bring back. I will try to bring back this one a little bit with my brush. Okay, so I will bring back all the details in the overexposed areas with the brush tools in Photoshop. Okay, here in this one also we can bring back a little bit detail. If you don't care about that overexposed areas, you can skip this part. But for those of you who have long been subscribed to my channel, I definitely think that you're gonna love this post process. Merge down the saved JPEG files, and next up we can stitch that high quality files. We bring back all the detail and highlight in the QooCam Studio. Now let's drag and drop this part, and now we can see that QooCam Studio has recognized these files, and we can click on differentiate. And yeah, this is a pretty amazing night shot with QooCam Studio 2.0, and select this one and render until you have a final 360 panorama in equirectangular format. And for after step, you can make some nadir patch, but I don't want to show them in this video because I have already showed them the tricks in my previous video. And if you want to know about that, I will put my video link down in the description, and you can refer to another video and save your time. Okay, now let's talk about why I didn't choose Super HDR for this shot. Number one is it's a little bit windy today. The camera is a little bit shaky, so that will make the Express DNG very risky. Number two is the longest exposure time for the QooCam AK is actually 1 second, and we can see that even with 1 second, we have just EV0, which means our EV0 shutter speed will be 1 second, and after that the camera will push up the ISO and will make the shot the quality with less quality. To capture the best quality, I have to use that DNG8 and manually stack in post to make everything under my control. Okay, I don't want to make a wrap up because in the previous part I have already made my wrap up. I have told you why I didn't choose Super HDR and the reason why I choose to shot in manually to set DNG8 to improve that imaging quality. The key idea about this video is to show you that the best moment in our life, the best time to capture the nightscape is actually the blue hour. And for blue hour shot, the f2.0 1 second exposure and ISO 100 is just good enough. And I do hope you can learn more about the Kandao QooCam AK in this video and master your camera like never before. And I do wish that the one-shot 360 camera could be part of your lifestyle and you could enjoy your life, your best moment with your one-shot 360 camera. No matter which camera you have, just grab the one you have and watch my video, enjoy your life, and that's it. In the future, I will share with you more about my behind-the-scenes video and the start finish of every one of my stunning shots. So until next time, bye.